I'm good. Different. Yeah, why shouldn't I be? Yes. It was more vivid this time. She was waiting for me, on this battlefield. It was pouring with rain. The fighting was over and the dead lay everywhere. She was laughing and skipping through the butchered and cleaved, scaring off the crows. When she saw me, she came right over to me and picked up a sword from the ground. It was so heavy, but she smiled at me and, struggling, lifted it as high as she could above her head. And she shouted at the top of her voice, "Freedom!" She drew a line in the dirt with the sword and then held it out for me to take. But as I tried to take it, she held out her other hand for something in return. But I didn't have what she wanted, so she stopped smiling. Then it went dark. I heard her sobbing again, but I couldn't find her. I don't know. Maybe I never will. Dragonborn, I'm okay, okay? Come on, let's go see Cassius. Hey, Cassius.
Well met, Rigmor. So good to see you looking better.
We're going to the College of Winterhold. I'm hoping to learn about my family.
Is there something wrong? What is it? I see. I noticed you no longer wear your armor, or a weapon. I hope this isn't permanent. You'll be needing it shortly.
Hey, I don't want to go back there, okay? As far as I know, my part in this is done.
Rigmor, there is the threat of an imminent invasion. Have you forgotten that?
I'll just let you all take care of that. Armies fight armies, right? Not young girls.
What if this young girl was to lead an army? I don't know how or why, but for the last few days, scores of old Nord warriors have been arriving at Ingol's camp from all over Tamriel. They want to see you, Rigmor.
Why are you telling me this?
They are your father's old brigade, the Sons of Talos. They have come to pledge their swords and lives to follow you. Like it or not, they have sworn loyalty to you and you alone.
They don't even know me. I won't do it. I can't do it.
You need to get a grip on yourself, young lady. These men, we will need them in the coming battle. The fate of Skyrim, no, Tamriel even, could depend on you. You need to sort this out, Dragonborn. Whatever it takes. She needs to address these men.
Hey, I'm right here, okay? I am not invisible. And no!
It is a nice chair, but I am afraid
I won't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me.
What is it? I'm sorry, my child. Please forgive me. Hey, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. How about we pretend? All you need to do is go to Ingol's camp and say a few words. Rally them. You can borrow some steel plate I have here and a sword, only to help out. That's all. Could you do that?
I'll try, okay?
Is that an old Nordic ruin? We have Ayleid ones in Cyrodiil.
Okay. Okay.
Hey. I didn't realize she was in such a bad way, Dragonborn. Please forgive me. I can only hope she recovers in time. We will need her. Of course. It breaks my heart to see her like that, truly. But she must address the Sons of Talos. Until next time.
Forget it. Let's just go, can we?
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking to travelers.
So it's true. Part of the town did fall into the sea. Whoa. Is that the College of Winterhold up ahead?
Cross the bridge at your... Welcome to the College of Winterhold. I am Feralda, one of the senior wizards here. I trust you found your journey to Winterhold not entirely unpleasant. Now, I must advise you that if your only purpose in being here is to complain, you would be far better off speaking with the Jarl of Winterhold. If, however, you seek something more, I will be happy to assist you. All right, then.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic. That.
Oh, you're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible?
I think I could get used to this perversion of nature thing you do with dragon souls. It may be freaky, but it looks impressive.
Really? I mean, I still feel like I'm here. Okay, great. Now I'm finally going to have some fun around here. Bye.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange. Let us go.
Is there some way I can assist you? It is no great secret that we have been unjustly blamed for a great many things over the years. The good people of Skyrim, on occasion, would rather pass judgment than attempt to understand what we do here. Thus, we must take certain precautions in order to secure our safety. Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal... It would seem that not just a small test, if you will. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting... No? Or you can try your luck with one of the... Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. No. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I do not enjoy being on fire.
Rigmor's guardian. And the famous, or perhaps I should say infamous, Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last.
Hi. I'm hoping to find out anything about my ancestry.
Ah, yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at the college for your perusal.
Dragonborn? Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Cool? Are you cold?
It means great. I made it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that. How interesting.
Ah. It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version or just the bare facts? A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the Fourth Era, wresting power from fools the gibbering. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became gravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age. Titus Mede was besides himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties. The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire. Overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so, at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again. Then, one fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Rigmor of Bruma. The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold. Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Mede dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma, if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are. I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must. I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know, unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon. or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City. So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her, but I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy. I am afraid not. I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful? Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizije. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Mede I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn? What? Oh, har har. Very funny. I guess I could get used to it, though. I love it.
Ah. 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 She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she? Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
Oh, did you need something?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me? Dragonborn, there's a sword too. Thank you. Well, Morgan was my great-great-great-grandmother, and her mother was also called Rigmor. But she died, and the college adopted Morgan, and when she came of age became the court mage to the Mead dynasty. How cool is that, Dragonborn? So, the heirlooms I had, when I first met you, Morgan made those from her mother's armor and weapons. But after the Emperor died, she came back to the college and disappeared. She took the heirlooms with her but left behind what we have now. What am I going to say to them? Okay, let's do this. Just pass me Morgan's armor. Now pass me her sword. Yes, I do. Just give me the sword. You really want to know? I feel invincible. I am an unstoppable force. A born killer, widowmaker, a true Nord warrior, and my enemy's worst nightmare. And the scariest thing of all? It excites me. It invigorates me. It is all I have ever known, and I feel good. But once this is done, know this. It will be over. So don't you ever ask me about it again. Do you understand me? Just so you know, I'm not doing this for Cassius, or Ingol, or you. I'm doing this for my father. It's what he would have wanted. I at least owe him this much, considering the failure I've been so far. You never know. He might even forgive me.
Mr. Dragonfly is having a good time at the moment. He enjoys traveling with us very much.
It's her. She's here. It's Rigmor. I fought with your father in Hammerfell, child. My sword is yours to command.
Yes?
My insomnia is really paying off at the moment.
Back off.
Let me alone, Cat.
Back off. Let the child through. What is it? By the gods, she truly is her father's daughter. Silence. Silence. Let the child speak.
You asked for me to come. Here I am! I know you all loved my father, and most of you here, sons and daughters of Talos, will have followed him and fought alongside him with loyalty and honor. You are here today because a new wind blows from the north, and on it rides a new danger, ready to sow the seeds of war. This homecoming is testament to your love for your homeland. This calling of arms, my brothers and sisters, testament to your love of our people. This truce between our former enemy is testament to the peril we face. For a short time, the enemy of our enemy shall become our friends. Because from the north a new enemy is coming, waiting to strike at our homeland. A new danger never before seen,
where no one is safe. A new order which comes not to take away our freedom. A new order comes not to occupy and enslave us, but to annihilate us, our children, our people, to destroy us and burn our lands, to desecrate our shrines and take away everything we hold dear. Well, I say to you, let them come! We will fight them! We will throw them back into the sea! I say to you, let them come!
What do you want, cat?
Can you please take me home now?
Rigmor, I served with your father in Hammerfell. Rigmor, I served with your father. I was at the Red Ring.
Hmm? Yeah? Need something?
What do you want, cat?
What do you want, cat?
Wait. Dragonborn. Dragonborn.
By the gods.
I think we had better talk, Dragonborn. What is it? Sethri arrived earlier. What an obnoxious elf. He took a bath in the lake and hasn't gotten dressed since. He has been annoying Angie, too. You might want to tell him to put some clothes on. I tried to tell him earlier, but he insists it's his farmhouse, and he thinks he can do whatever he likes. Yes, he's around somewhere. How has Rigmor been? That's good to know.
Dragonborn. Thank you, Dragonborn, for being here for me. Yes, I will. Good night, Dragonborn.
Greetings. Fear not. I'm not naked. I've got a pair of pants on.
You would do well to make yourself decent. There are ladies present.
Whoa there. We don't all have a huge mansion in Torval. It's the heat. Well met. The invasion fleet you're expecting, it's been spotted out to sea off the coast of Morrowind. Thought you'd want to know. They should be here any time soon.
Greetings. Our allies are ready to pounce. Once the invasion starts, countermeasures will be taken. The Dominion is waiting for the moment to strike on the Isle. Once the new order lands in Skyrim, Mead will feign troop movements north to expose the Southern Army and crush them on the border of Cyrodiil. Yes.
How does a man get some decent food around here? Talking about plans.
Well met, Dragonborn. Ingle and I thought it wise to discuss the coming invasion. Do you have any suggestions regarding the defense of Skyrim from the enemy forces?
We could try and throw them back into the sea, but we don't know when or where they'll land. We'll be outnumbered, so we have to choose our ground wisely.
The swamps around Hjalmark are not suited to Legion tactics. We will become bogged down. The mud will kill us.
They have only a few options open to them, too. What's the bet they'll avoid Solitude and Windhelm and go for broke?
Yes. If I were in Adriath's position, I would avoid a lengthy siege. He doesn't even know if the Southern Army group will advance in good time, if at all it defeats Titus's army. So a suppressing force on the Pale Border, and one at Dragon Bridge, will effectively cut off Solitude and Windhelm, while the main bulk of troops head straight for Whiterun. That's what I would do. As Ingall just said, go for broke.
Yeah, he has to get his army out of the swamp immediately, like a lightning strike within 24 hours of landing. If they take the city of Whiterun, the war in Skyrim is over. He will be free to take Solitude and Windhelm at will.
He'll protect his flank.
Setri, for heaven's sakes, put some clothes on.
With a small force. As you wish. I'll go get dressed.
What is it? Excellent. The walls will protect our right flank. He has no choice but to come for us. We can draw his main force into ground of our choosing and take the head off the serpent.
Hey. The classic textbook maneuver. Pin them down and outflank their left. We can use the Whiterun garrison to boost my numbers.
What is it? There's two options open for him, through the mountain pass at Labyrinthian, or across the plains via Dragon Bridge. Either way, we will be waiting outside the city. With my encampment on the Pale Border and Ingall's camp outside Windhelm, he would need a protracted campaign to take that area, so he will avoid it.
Come, Cassius. We can discuss the logistics on the way back to our garrisons. We'll keep you informed of the situation, Guardian.
Well met. Yes, but you mentioned Rigmor's memory has returned? We need to make one more connection. We need to find something that will link her to the past. Maybe something from her childhood? You have spoken to her at length. Has she confided in you? Something very personal she feels guilty about? That he trained her to be the son he never had? She told that to me. And with all that has gone on, maybe she doesn't feel worthy of her task set by her father. None of that was her fault. There was nothing she could have done to protect her father, or more importantly in this case, her mother. Only hate and revenge fueled her until recently. Now Sigun is safe, but what of her father's love? We must reconnect her with the past. She needs to rediscover her father's love. It must come from a source not connected with her life since he was murdered. Sometimes it can be an item. Do you know of anything? Maybe Sigun would know. Has she mentioned about Rigmor's childhood? Don't worry, she will be fine. Give her time. Go and speak to Sigun.
Something the matter? Yes, the one she gave to the little dark elf girl. Why are you asking? It was just a piece of old dowling with a sackcloth dress and string hair. She called it Jenny. I hope one day this will all be over so I can take her home. Maybe we can live a normal life. Start over. I hope the doll helps.
Well met.
Yes?
Dragonborn?
Want me to come with you?
Hey, I would love that. Okay. Dragonborn, wait. Over here. You know, it's such a beautiful day. I thought maybe we could walk. Don't be such an old moaner. Indulge me. Who said anything about a bridge? Come on, Dragonborn. Where's your sense of adventure? Come on, race you to the other side. Watch it! You look like a drowned skeever. Okay.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down the
Have you noticed the wolves don't try to attack us anymore? I wonder why that is. What are you talking about? She ran away. Oh, the gods. What happened? What did this cult want with her? Dragonborn, that's scary. But what's the connection with the wolves? Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm guessing you slew them all. The vampires, I mean? Sorry, what? Come on, let's go.
tender.
It's so beautiful here.
I am sorry, but we must eat.
It's so cold in the mountains. We could never have afforded to live in the Imperial City, Coral, or Jadenhall. Leyawind was too far south. When I was a little girl, we kids would sneak out of the walls of the city and head south into the great forest. The trees were so huge, Dragonborn. In the mornings or towards the evening, the mist would rise from the ground. It had an amazing, mystical feel about it. At times we were sure we could see faces in the trees, and at any moment they would come to life. We would scare ourselves and just run and run. My dad, he would come look for us. He would blow a Nordic horn, and we knew it was time to go home. He would be waiting for me, with a smile on his face, and would start slowly jogging back to our house. I would try to race him, but no matter how fast I ran, I could never catch up. I would be so scared he would scold me, but he never did, ever. And then it all turned to crap. Come on, let's move on.
You know, I used to enjoy long walks as a kid. As soon as we got out of Bruma, away from the snow, we would take off our shoes just so we could feel the ground under our feet. We would never go too far down the valley, you know, where the lake was. But we would make dens and tree houses. And as soon as I saw Riften, you know, I fell in love with it right away. It reminds me of home so much. Not Bruma, but, you know, the forests and stuff. A good long walk helps me focus, blow out the cobwebs. I'm trying, Dragonborn. Believe me, I'm trying.
Dragonborn? You know you said back in Winterhold you needed to speak with Malsum about business. What did the old Altmer want? Did it concern me? Are you sure? Therese was being a bit weird, you know. Yeah, so did I. But you didn't answer my question. Why is everyone so concerned about me? Right.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Come on. That's quite a view, huh? How does it make you feel? You know, sitting here by the lake? Look at the water, Dragonborn. It's crystal clear, cold, inviting. The sound of the water lapping on the bank makes me feel liberated. The light reflecting on the surface is like music to me. All the answers to every question asked bounces in that light. Look too deep, you don't see anything. It's all dark. But for the light on the surface.
What do I see? Okay. Look out over the lake, then close your eyes. I see beautiful green fields of grass and golden fields of wheat, only made brighter by the sun. The faint scent of melons is in the air, along with crickets chirping and birds singing. A little girl is running through a wheat field, making deep tracks as her hands brush against its ears. She realizes they're prickly and she laughs, and a little dog runs alongside barking with excitement. A farmer is shaking his fist, but she keeps running, laughing louder and louder. Life is at the will. The sun is setting, and she doesn't really care about anything. She makes her way up the cold, icy stream with her little friend through the brambles and thick evergreen. It isn't even her dog. It just wanted to play, to jump into the icy pool and fetch the stick. The deep golden rays of the dying sun, its red fingers softly caress all it touches, as the little girl, once again feeling the cold of the snow under her bare feet, heads towards the huge shadow of a man that has come to meet her. His face cracked with the biggest of smiles, and she runs and jumps full pelt, her arms outstretched, into the dark, smothering safety of his loving arms. No. You are amazing.